Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing a 2020 X3 and I'm going to take you along, show you some of the favorite things that I came across while having it for almost 3 weeks. And yeah, and this is the key. If it will focus. I think that's it. How the other YouTuber vloggers be doing. Anyway, this is the key, and don't have to hit the unlock button. You can just touch it with your hand, but just so you can see the lights. So, like all new cars or of recent years, just touch and unlocks. Come into the interior. So one thing I noticed about the display or the instrument cluster up here is, so at night or when the lights are on, the front lights are on, the cluster shows the, the famous amber color for BMW, but during the day it's white, similar to this of the eco mode. And I think it's cool, like whenever during the day, well actually at night, this changes to the amber on its own. But this is the eco mode display. This is comfort at night or with the headlights on. It's white normally during the day. And then this is sport, and it goes back to the white. And also as you change it, you can customize all the settings to your liking in driving. And honestly, while I had this car most of the time, you can tell down here that with the plus 9.6, I was driving in eco mode most of the time. And this car is amazing on gas, got a lot of cool features. And just to kind of like keep this review short, because a lot of these features are like the same in every BMW. I don't know if you guys seen my review I did on a 330. So like everything is almost the same, except for a few things I noticed, like the lane assist and the 330 was more aggressive. Like it'll actually take control of the steering wheel and like pull you back in your lane. This one does it, but it's very, very light. Like you can barely, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it, but it like guides you softly back into your lane, while the other one was like it took control of the whole steering wheel and put you back in your lane, and which I felt like was a cool thing but also a bad thing. But yeah, and I can tell y'all about that later if y'all want to hear that story. I think it was in that 330 video. It almost killed me, long story short. So while having this car, I took it to the mountains, and this auto hill assist right here really showed why it's important. So like being up on hills and you don't want to roll back, the car will lock the brakes on until you press the gas, and then it releases, and it's not like immediately release the brake. So like it waits till you get the RPMs up a little bit, just enough where it knows it's going to pull the car forward. This little compartment right here is pretty decent size, the armrest, and this is your, I don't know if you guys seen it earlier, but there's your emergency brake. It displays up there. And then you just push it down and turn it off. And then this is your infotainment system, and it talks about everything about the car. And all your settings and stuff is in there. Lights up here. You can see the nice leather interior. And seating, I would say seating a family in this car, I don't think that's like super ideal, especially if you got to go on trips. The trunk of the car is the trunk of the car is not that spacious. Like, I took a couple bags of mine and I kind of filled a lot of space. But if you're moving something and you don't have to have other passengers, I moved like 4 tires, car tires in here in the back, and I put the seat down, just laid some plastic down and moved some 17-inch tires. So they fit, and yeah, it can do a little something, a little SUV like. While doing this video, I also wanted to quickly cover my three favorite things about this. So here you have all of the safety features up here where you can configure, turn on, turn off, and the sensitivity of them. So I noticed when backing up one time, a car was coming into the neighborhood, and I haven't looked that way yet, but it made a noise and alerted me, and I was still kind of well in the driveway, so it alerted me that the car was on its way into the neighborhood or behind me. And I also like that the rear view camera on this car is like the best. Let's see, it's like the clearest camera on any car I've ever seen before. It's probably kind of hard to see here, but it's still clear even in low light areas. I'm gonna get another video of it. So like I was sharing earlier about the rear view camera is like, let me see, get my shadow out of it. It's like really clear. So I put my tripod back there, and I like how this it wraps around and tell you, like, I don't know, comparing it to my car, it's just a very good parking assistance sensors that's on this car. But out of all cameras I've seen on any, even like Jaguars, Audis, Mercedes, like any other car, this camera is the clearest that I've ever seen. So, and it wasn't even this clear on the 3 Series. So like the X, I don't know, or if it's just the 2020 models that they have really clear cameras. Also, like, so the car turns on and off. It has the on and off feature, right? So let's say if it's a car in front of you, and the car is off on the little ready mode, when that car pulls off away from the car, your car would start up by itself. So you don't always have to let go of the brake for it to start. If it knows traffic starts moving, the car turns back on in preparation for you to move. So I thought that was cool. And for anybody that's looking for something performance-wise, I would say this car is not really like that. It got a little get up in the low end, but because of the turbos. But other than that, it's not no race car. So don't get the X3M or the inline 6 one, whatever, because that'll be a better bet if you want a little more speed, because this ain't it. This is a clean inline twin turbo 4-cylinder, kicking out I think around 248 horses. It's real clean. There's a lot of space in here, a lot of space. So and typically on the drills in sport mode, or I guess whenever the engine is hot a little, these back here open up. I just try to get them to open up, but I haven't been driving the car, so it stayed closed. But normally they open up. And let's get a few clips of the exhaust notes. Also, another cool feature I like, I mean, it's been around for years, but when your hands are full, just kick your leg out and there you go. But these back seats right here recline, and if you ever need to hide your belongings or anything that's in the back seat, you can pull this, and when this door closes, up here you can either close it and lock it or just close it. When this closes, you can't really see, you can't see nothing down in there. Oh, and another thing I liked about this was this little compartment under here. It has a little storage space down there if you need it. I think it was cool because it was hidden. Pull that back. You guys might find this interesting, that this car is $44,595, and all the specs, miles per gallon and all that good stuff. So let me see, zoom out. You can pause it and, you know, review it yourself if you like it. It'll be over here at Hendrick BMW South Boulevard if somebody wants it.